Two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. It's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well-drilled, well-prepared, and excited to start this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. They find some open field here. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson, 57 yards. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now a play fake here on first down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Greg Jennings.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Cook.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, go Fury. Cut, go. Strike it.
Henry up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They hand this one to Gronk. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Commanders have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Jackson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And oh, the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. This will be caught by Harold Carmichael. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Striker, 3-3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. And it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Setting up the screen for Cook.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
.56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return.
And the NFC will take over 1st and 10.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 39, Jackson flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Jackson on first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane.
And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll
He'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Quick with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
2nd and 8. Jackson now.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Jackson. Got a man, it's Harold Carmichael. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. Careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Knight
Train Lane. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Jackson
completes it to Carmichael out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Jackson
steps away to his left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Jackson. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Jackson.
And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Jackson to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing. Jackson. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
They came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.
The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run once more with Edwards. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Cook. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Derrick Henry. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. They'll roll him out right. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. From the red zone now, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Edwards is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now he's flushed out left. Looking deep for Jennings. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Newton. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll buy some time. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And bringing it in.
Tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To the air again, Newton. Forced out to his left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Edwards. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. It's Newton. Rolling to his right. And that's caught at the 25. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Out to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on third down, Newton being chased out left. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And Cook has it, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. James Cook, 33 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Newton now to throw. Into the hands of Rison. That's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught by Rison. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Now
Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Newton. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you'll stay with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, at the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
First carry here for Robinson. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They'll go play action here with Stroud.
Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
We're scoreless after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Locke. Completes it to Carmichael out on the right side.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight.
Going to bring up 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Locke.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw it is Locke. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jason Taylor in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He completes it to Julio Jones. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Locke sliding out of the pocket. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. In their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A final shot before half for Locke. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Washington going to send out their punter.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Stroud sets up the play action.
They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And Stroud now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Washington.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Play action. Stroud now.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. Touchdown! A great play there. 41 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Henry again on second down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Locked to throw for it on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Lock going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. On first down, Locke. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Robinson on a give right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the
offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard